What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, y'all. Before we get going on our video, y'all smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and if you got a breakdown prediction video you want me to do, or if you want me to hop on a panel or collaborate with you, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Also follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV is a Twitter handle. But let's get it popping. Let's get into today's video. And today we got a breakdown prediction, man, and we got to bring it out, man. And this one is a championship fight on the Showtime card, man. We got the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire, defending his WBC bantamweight title against Reymart Gaballo. I can't say his name right. Gaballo, bro. Gaballo. All right? They both from the Philippines. It's going to be some Filipino on Filipino crime, man. And Reymart Gaballo, the challenger. Nonito Donaire, the champion, man. And it's going down on Showtime, as I said. Tell of the tape for these fighters. But before we get to the tell of the tape, live show every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m., bro. Live show every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5:30 on the West Coast, 8:30 on the East Coast. Also, follow me on, not follow me on Twitter. Also, our other live show, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time with the singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network. We go live together every single Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Time. So y'all be sure to check out that live show as well. But let's do the tell of the tape. We got Nonito Donaire, 39 years old, man, pushing 40, still a champion, bro. 39 years old, Orthodox fighter, 5'7", 68.5-inch reach. Fighting out of the Philippines, as I said, 41 wins, 6 losses, 27 wins by way of knockout, and he's been knocked out one time in his career. He's proven to be a very durable fighter, fighting the best down there at those lower weight classes. And we got Reymart Gaballo, man, 25 years old, has a 14-year age advantage, 5'6", 68-inch reach. He's also an Orthodox fighter. He's too fighting out of the Philippines, 24 wins. No losses with 20 wins coming by way of knockout. And let's just keep it real. Let's talk about these fighting styles, and let's keep it real. Reymart Gaballo, in my opinion, probably lost his last fight against Emmanuel Rodriguez. I went back, I rewatched the fight as part of studying for this particular fight, and I felt like Reymart Gaballo, he was the more aggressive fighter, but I thought Emmanuel Rodriguez gave him trouble with his movement in that fight. He had very good lateral movement in that fight, and he landed cleaner shots, and he was able to time Reymart coming in. But the main thing that I think gave Reymart problem was the movement and skills of Emmanuel Rodriguez. But Reymart Gaballo, man, he's a fighter with fast hands. You know, you can tell a lot of these younger Filipino fighters, you can tell that they idolize Manny Pacquiao. And I mean, why wouldn't you? 8-division champion, legend in the game, by far the best fighter to ever come out of the Philippines, and it's not even close. One of the greatest fighters of all time. And so a lot of that herky-jerky style, right? Jumping in, jumping out, trying to land big shots. He really looks to land power shots. He has a jab that he will use, but he's looking to hit you with hooks, overhand right hands, you know, hooks down to the body, and really use his power on you. Very strong, very sturdy for 118 pounds. Like, I was watching the weigh-in. I wanted to watch the weigh-in before dropping this prediction video, and he looked cut up and looked like he in great shape. He gonna rehydrate up and be clearly the bigger, stronger, you know, more muscular fighter, more ripped up fighter for what it's worth in his fight with Nonito Donaire. You know what I'm saying? Nonito, he's 39 years old, so shit, he ain't too cut up. But we know that man can fight. As far as Gaballo, he can be timed. And that's what I worry about, because we're going to get to Nonito in a minute. He can be timed, but he seems to be tough. He seems to, as I said, have very good power. And he's a fighter with some good skills. So a very explosive, strong, dangerous fighter down there at 118 pounds. Nonito Donaire, been in there with everybody, bro. Been in there with everybody. You think of Rigondeaux, you think of his great performance against Monster Inoue in a loss. Nordine Ubali, he stopped him in the 4th round, you know, a highly touted champion. He has good timing, a very good counterpuncher. Power is really good at 118. I feel like he lost some of that power trying to get up to 122 and 126, but now that he's settled back in 118, you can really see the pop in his punches. he has his feet planted all the time. That's what makes him a power puncher down there at 118. But defensively, you know, he's coming with his high guard, no head movement. But he's trying to land his jab. He's a good counter puncher, timing you coming in. But he's flat-footed because he's looking to land big left hooks, big right hands. And Nonito can fight. And he's proven, as I said, you know, 47 fights into his career to be a very durable fighter. I'd be lying if I told you I didn't have questions about his age in this fight, especially down there at 118 pounds. Looking at ways that this fight can go and fighters' paths to victory. For Nonito Donaire, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I think he needs a knockout to win this fight. And you might say, well, knockout, he got good timing, he got good skills. What makes you think that he needs a knockout? I think Nonito is not active enough to beat Gaballo on the scorecards. I think if it's going the distance, that means that Nonito is not hurting Gaballo. That means that Gaballo is probably throwing more punches per round and landing more punches per round. And so he'll get the majority of the rounds, in my opinion, if it goes the distance. And so I think Nonito Donaire needs a knockout. And he can do it. He has great timing. He has good power down there at 118. And Gaballo has showed that he can get caught coming in. Just go look at his fight with Emmanuel Rodriguez. So I think that Nonito really needs to look to set up the knockout, similar to what he did with Ubali. Just let Reymart work his way in, work his way out, and you know, when he's trying to throw something, throw in between his shots, land something big to hurt him and get him up out of there. But he really needs to, I think, be the counterpuncher in this fight. I don't think he can throw with Reymart and win and try to match him volume for volume, but he can look to land the more quality shots and time shots that can really catch the judge's eye, but more so to try to hurt Gaballo. For Reymart Gaballo, I could see him winning on decision simply because of work rate and how much he punches per round. He punches more per round than Nonito Donaire, and I can also see him potentially stopping Nonito Donaire because Gaballo does throw a lot of power punches. He is a very strong fighter, and Nonito, man, he's 39 years old. And as you get up there in age, your punch resistance does not get better, bro. It just doesn't. And so he can stop him, but I really think he can outpoint him as well by unanimous decision, just based off of how much busier he is. And I honestly think Nonito Donaire, he took a lot of punishment in that Monster Inoue fight. He showed how tough he is, and then he bounced back. You know, 2 years later, he fought Ubali, but Ubali really couldn't test what that fight had done to Nonito Donaire with Monster Inoue because Ubali was like 5'3", and he got caught early coming in, trying to jump in and out on Nonito Donaire, and Nonito wasn't tested with, you know, hey, can you still take that punishment? Can you still take shots? You know, can you be in a tough 12-round grueling fight and come out victorious and make it extremely competitive? Like, those are things that I think will get answered in this fight. I really, really do, because I think Gaballo is tough. He's strong, and he's gonna show the heart. And if Nonito can hurt him, then all bets are off. I think so. When you're looking at the last fight, you might say, well, last time out for Gaballo knockout, he struggled with Emmanuel Rodriguez and his timing and his boxing ability. I think that Emmanuel Rodriguez has a couple of things that Nonito Donaire doesn't have. Number one, I think his hands are probably slightly faster than Nonito Donaire. And number two, he's not a flat-footed power puncher with good timing. He's a boxer that likes to move around the ring and use his feet with good timing. So I think Nonito will be there to be hit by Gaballo much more than Emmanuel Rodriguez was. I think Emmanuel Rodriguez is better at this stage in his career defensively than Nonito Donaire is. I think Nonito Donaire is still a better offensive fighter than Emmanuel Rodriguez, but I believe that Emmanuel Rodriguez is better defensively with his lateral movement, his ability to pivot and do things to make it to where Gaballo just had to continuously chase him around the ring, you know, and things of that nature. I don't think Nonito Donaire is going to be on his bicycle trying to run away from Gaballo at all. That ain't how Nonito Donaire fights. As far as who I'm picking in this fight and why I'm picking them, this is a tough one. The odds are, let me see. I believe Nonito is the favorite in this fight. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let's go to my betting website real quick, log in. I should have wrote this down, y'all, so I apologize, but I want to make sure I'm giving y'all the up-to-date information. Let's see what we got. So as of right now, Nonito Donaire is minus 390. Reymart Gaballo is plus 290. So Nonito Donaire is the favorite in this fight, and rightfully so. More experienced, more proven fighter. But in my mind, man, I gotta say I'm picking Reymart Gaballo to win this fight. Like, I think Nonito Donaire at 39 years old, bro, you're gonna have to show me that you can keep up with this young, strong, hungry, undefeated fighter that throws a lot of punches, that hits hard enough to hurt you. And I think both fighters have things and lapses defensively. And so when I think in a fight that both fighters are going to get hit, it's simple for me. I got to pick the 25-year-old over the 39-year-old. And so I'm picking the upset in this one. I thought long and hard about it, man. I was leaning towards Nonito Donaire, but I just keep going back to the wear and tear on his body, the beating that I feel like he took against Monster Inoue, and the fact that Reymart Gaballo, I'm not saying he Monster Inoue, but I'm saying he got good power as well. He throws a lot of punches, and Nonito Donaire ain't never shied away from a gunfight. So I think that style, and then you look at the weigh-in, I think Gaballo just looked better at the weigh-in, bro. He looked like a stronger, more hydrated, younger, youthful fighter. And so I think as the fight goes on, he could possibly wear Nonito Donaire down. And so I think maybe the fight starts off competitively, and then towards the 6th or 7th round, I think it turns in Gaballo's favor. But his key is going to have to come out and pressing the gas on Nonito Donaire early and just not letting him sit back. But I think the fight will turn more towards him in the back end of the fight. And Nonito Donaire only being knocked out one time, I'm going to say this. I'm going to, and the fact that he went the distance with Monster Inoue, I'm going to give Nonito Donaire the respect of, I ain't picking you to stop him unless you show me you can stop him. I can't pick Gaballo to stop Nonito Donaire until, if he show me he can stop him, he stop him. But I will pick Gaballo to win this fight by decision, by a close 8-4 competitive decision where it's just wide enough where I feel like it's going to be clear that Gaballo won the fight, but close enough to where Nonito Donaire going to get some rounds up off of him. I could see Nonito Donaire winning 4 rounds. I could see him winning the fight, you know what I'm saying? But I think it'll have to be knockout. I think if we wake up on Sunday morning and Nonito Donaire won, it will have been by knockout. I find it hard to picture a scenario with Gaballo's work rate and how often he punches and how busy he is and how aggressive he is and how I feel like he's going to be the one pushing the pace. I find it hard to pick a scenario where I see Nonito Donaire winning the decision. So I got Gaballo. He could get the stoppage late, but I'm not going to pick Nonito Donaire to get knocked out by Gaballo. I got Gaballo 8 rounds to 4, 116, 112 type of scorecard. That's what I think. That's where I think we're going with this one. 116, 112, possibly 115 and 113, or maybe even 117 and 111, but somewhere in that range. Somewhere between 7 rounds to 5, 8 rounds to 4, 9 rounds to 3 if Gaballo has a really good performance. Somewhere in that range is what I think is going to happen in this fight. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Comment down below. Smash the like. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Turn on your notifications. Follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. And as I said at the beginning of the video, if you got a breakdown prediction video you want me to do, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And, check out our live shows every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we're going to keep it going, man. We're going to keep it going. But I appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.